We're about 2 weeks into EV Grove, and we have a problem with Charizard and Sylveon. It's running rampant right now in Master Ball, and honestly, the only way to counter it is to either use the Charizard deck itself, or you could try to use some type of variation with Oricorio. The only problem with the Oricorio deck is that people found out that you could add a Flareon into your deck and it completely destroys the Oricorio. But fear not, I do have a deck list right now that I swear is a great counter to the Charizard if you're tired of seeing it and you don't want to use Charizard yourself. I apologize in advance, I do not remember the name, I should have noted it, but this comes from a deck from someone I saw on Reddit, and what they had done was added an Arceus into it. Now the Arceus seems a little weird, but hear me out. It's pretty much there just so you're able to kill the Flareon. And sometimes it can come clutch too. The 130 can be really good, sometimes the 110 is even good enough, and honestly with the electrical cord it gets set up a lot quicker. So let's go over some gameplay I had beating a Charizard deck in Master Ball. Alright, so we get first turn here. Honestly, it's not that bad with this deck type. Unfortunately, we do start with an Oricorio, which is not what you want to start with. But let's see what goes after this. So he does pull the Eevee, which is the best start you could have, so his Charmander doesn't take any damage. Off rip, we pull off a Professor Oak. We do that first because we want to try to pull our Zeraora. So now we're gonna probably open the next two Pokeballs. That's unfortunate to get to another Oricorio. But it's not bad because we do want two out there for facing Charizard and a Tapu Koko. So right now we're honestly not starting off that well, but we'll see what we could do with this start. When you don't get the Zeraora off rip for your first turn, honestly, it becomes just a really useless card. It's just there to pretty much make your battles better when you get first turn. But if you don't get it, then there's no point in kind of playing it because it's a pretty bad card outside of getting that energy. So it seems like he's kind of breaking here. It's really good that he didn't get a Charmander off bat, so he'll have one less turn to evolve. So now we're just setting up the Oricorio. We have an electrical cord on him, and we have one energy. He does get his first Sylveon out, so it's gonna be really good for his draw. And with the Sylveon, he picked up another Professor's Research. Like, look how many cards he has. Like, too bad I don't have my Mars out. I would have definitely Marsed him right here as he put out his first Charmander. It would have been really good for me if I had Mars. Let's see what our next card is. I can't exactly remember. Maybe we do get the Mars, I'm not too sure. We do not. We get the useless Zeraora. So we'll just start attacking. Oh! We use the Sabrina. That's great. Great move. Great move, Pocky. So we Sabrinaed him, try to get damage on that what's going to be a Charizard really quick. And we do have a Pocket Stars in case he moves back, but he decides to evolve. It's obvious he had the rare candy in Charizard. He had like a million cards out. So what we could do here pretty much is just keep working his Charizard with the Oricorio and start building up Arceus because he's going to be trying to get that Flareon out. We do get a Mars here. I'm not going to use it just yet because he has no cards that he's going to use right now that I want him. How do I explain this? Now I would probably use a Mars. We'll see if I end up using the Mars just to stop his second Charizard from coming out. Right, pretty much if it looks like he's bricking, you don't want to use the Mars because you might help him out. But if there's a card that you don't want him to use, that's when you use your Mars or red card. So we're still building up that Arceus just in case he gets that future Flareon. Keep attacking his Charizard. Even if he has a Sabrina, we just send in the other Oricorio. So now he's probably gonna get his Eevee. It should be the Eevee, right? We'll see if I Mars here. Now that I'm watching the replay, like I would probably Mars now just to make sure that he, just in case he has that Eevee, I mean that Flareon already waiting. We'll see what we do in this next turn. He does bring in the new Charizard, just for extra health, and probably because he sees that I could one-hit him with Arceus. That's also good having the Arceus because you could put the Giant Cape on it, it'll be at 160, so it can't be taken out by Charizard unless he has a Giovanni or a Red. We do have the Cyrus though. I think the right play, the Mars is the right play here. But another good play would have been to bring in the Arceus and kill the Charizard that's already at 110 because the Charizard he has in the active spot doesn't have the 1 energy. So he's not ready to attack yet with that one. In hindsight, the Cyrus play probably would have been better off jump. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna Cyrus on this next play anyways. Unfortunate Mars, he does get the Flareon. He did have like little cards left, so the Flareon was almost it was almost like gonna happen no matter what. But here we're gonna bring in the Arceus, I'm guessing, and we're gonna Cyrus in his Charizard. And this is why having the Arceus is actually so good in this deck. Because without it, Tapu Koko only does 90, which is like nothing. But with Arceus, like you could have that 130, 110 to 130 attack that could make things a lot quicker. And he conceded, he already knew it was over. Yeah, so I'm gonna put the deck list up and hopefully this will help you guys deal with the Charizard beta because it's honestly just really bad. Sometimes I play it and it's just really good. Hope you guys enjoy the analysis. I'll be posting more battles and more deck analysis soon.